High winds have led to dangerous fires, forcing people to evacuate their homes. Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Brooke Lennington.
And I'm Molly Pat. Fire departments across northeast Kansas have been on high alert for hours now, and we have crews following the developments as many of those fires spread across the area.
And we begin our coverage tonight with KSNT News reporter Dan Garrett. Dan, what do you got for us?
Yeah, Brooke, I am on Road 78 south of Delia right now, where the fire is moving north. Now, behind me, you can see that there are people that live nearby. They are actually setting off this brush fire right now to making sure it is a controlled burn as the fire kind of gets closer this way. Now, the fire is moving north, which is behind me here, and I'm going to just step aside so you can see what they're doing here. They're just making sure all of this is burned off before the fire actually gets over here. So now there have been crews out here all day working on things, moving around, making sure that everything is under control. And as this fire is moving north, so I will keep you guys updated as this is, but again, I am south of Delia. There's a controlled burn. The fire is a little more west of here. So live in Jackson County, Dan Garrett, KSNT News.
All right, thank you, Dan. And those winds still have not died down tonight.
Yeah, and so let's send it now to KSNT Storm Track Chief Meteorologist Matt Miller to find out if that wind will still be a danger into the evening hours. Matt?
Well, it will be, and that's going to be the concern. We've had high fire danger. The red flag warning goes until midnight. So again, we do have that high fire danger. Take a look at this time lapse. That's again what we've been seeing across the area. Generally speaking, is a lot of that wind coming through. Meteorologist Ryan Matoush is actually out in Shawnee County. He's been monitoring the conditions that we've seen, and again, also some of the tools that we've been using to track this fire. Ryan, what do you have?
Yeah, thanks, Matt. As you can see over my shoulder here, we do have a very extreme fire danger today. The winds are still blowing out here. As you mentioned, they're starting to ease up just a little bit, but we're expecting those gusty conditions to continue through tonight. And just over my left shoulder here, some of the tools that we do use are the Doppler radar just outside of Topeka. As you can see here, Doppler radar clearly picking up on the smoke plumes. Now, towards the end of the radar loop, you can see it starting to die down just a little bit. This fire just outside of Rossville, northwest of Topeka. Now, one thing that we keep an eye on with the National Weather Service is red flag warnings. And we get those red flag warnings with breezy and gusty wind conditions coupled with low relative humidity values, making for dangerous conditions as far as fires go. So and that's what we have as far as fire goes today. So Matt, sending it back to you.
Yeah, you know, that is a concern, obviously, with those low relative humidities and all of that high wind that we saw during the day. Here's a closer look at that time lapse. So this was looking west out of the Mayetta area, looking at that smoke on the horizon. Now some high clouds coming in, but you notice the lack of smoke right now. That's a good thing. I've also noticed in that image that Ryan was showing you, the plume is shrinking back, and they're trying to get that under control. Dan showed you how they're doing that mitigation of putting down a controlled burn to kind of put a burn break so they can't go past that. But good news is a large amount of that fire is now under control from what we're seeing on both the smoke plume and reports out of Jackson County.